All right, ready for the start here of Game 2 of our opening day post-softball doubleheader against SCSU. Game 1, Southern Connecticut won 12-0, was up 1-0 going into that top of the fifth inning, put up a 6 spot in that fifth inning, and then a 5 spot in the sixth inning to win it in 6 innings, 12-0. And with that, we say hello and welcome back upstairs inside to the broadcast booth. Griffin Cass on hand. Ready for Game 2 here between SCSU and Post. Eagles obviously will take the field here to begin things. Megan McGurk, the freshman, in her collegiate debut, making the start in the pitching circle here for the Eagles. Let's set the field here for Post. Brooke Dickinson is out in right field. In center field, it is Isabella Oliver. Excuse me. Alyssa Calabrese is in left field, Brooke Dickinson in right field, and Oliver in center field. At third base, Nyla Sapia, who played a great third base in Game 1. The starting pitcher, who pitched in Game 1, Caitlin Lipsky, will be playing shortstop. At second, it's going to be Tompkins back there, and Bailey Dickinson will be playing first. Brianna Hines back behind the dish, so everything stays the same for the Eagles, except for Brooke Dickinson moving from short to right and Lipsky moving from the pitching circle to short. So after that Game 1 win, Southern Connecticut now 3-0 on the season. They have shut all their opponents out, won 9-0 in the first game against Bloomfield, 6-0 in the second game, and then just won 12-0 in Game 1 against Post. Izzy Ingersoll will lead things off here for the Owls. Went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored in Game 1, had an RBI and a walk. Megan McGurk, again a freshman from Baby Lion, New York, right-hander, stands at 5'11". First pitch of the game is laced into left center field. That will two-hop the fence. It's going to be a stand-up lead-off double for Ingersoll and Owls to begin things here in Game 2. They had 13 hits in Game 1. And that fifth and sixth inning really proved to work out so well for them, and they pick up right where they left off. Olivia Young playing center field in both games. 3 for 4 in Game 1 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And quickly the Owls threatening here in the top of the first of Game 2 with a runner in scoring position, no outs. McGurk winds and fires. Again, Olivia Young, a University of Bridgeport transfer, a sophomore. Hits that one foul down the third base line. The 0-2. Good block there by Hines, keeping Ingersoll at bay at second base. McGurk, that's golfed up into shallow center, trailing back. It is Lipsky, and getting right under it and making the grab there for Post is Tompkins. One away here in the top of the first. Nicole Spinelli. Game 1 went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, scored a run. Again, was dominant in the first 2 games against Bloomfield. Hit .571 in those 2 games. Leaves that one low and out for ball 1. Again, Spinelli, if you missed Game 1, she went 4 for 7 in the doubleheader against Bloomfield to open up the 2025 season. Ingersoll's at second, 1 out. McGurk fires, and it's low and out. McGurk behind on the count here, 2-0. Rolled over and hit off of the shin there of Spinelli, so it'll be a foul ball. Two one. Ripped into left center. Ingersoll being waved around third. She's going to score. And Spinelli with her first run batted in of the afternoon. She had 5 RBIs against Bloomfield in the doubleheader, and Owls pick up right where they left off at the end of game 1, producing runs. Rachel Miller, 1 for 4 with an RBI in game 1. Steps into the plate and laces one into left field. Spinelli will be held up at third, and SCSU will have runners at the corners here with only 1 down in the top of the first. So Dominique Delutri will step in here, had a monster game 1, had 4 RBIs. Runners at the corner, she will square, pull it back. And Julie Meyer-Jones will walk out to the pitching circle here, as well as the rest of the Eagles infield. Again, Eagles 7-39 last year in conference, 3-19. 3-13 here at Lemoy Field. So Delutri digs back in after the meeting in the pitching circle for the Eagles. McGurk will deal. Low. Upstairs, gets behind Hines. Runner steals home. Spinelli scores. And it's 2-0 Owls as Miller will advance to second. Delutri takes that right down Broadway for strike 1. Ball 4 off of the 3-1. So Delutri will take first. Angiolini will step in here. Sophia Angiolini Started things off in game one with that first RBI in the top of the second. Went 2 for 3 with an RBI in game one. Runners at second and first. Only one out here in the top of the first. That will get away from Hines, and runners will advance to third and second. So 2 out there for Angiolini. The 1-0 upstairs. Swing and a miss there on the 2-0 cheese. 2-1, 1 out. Again, runners at third and second. Game 2 of the opening day doubleheader. 12-0 win for SCSU in game 1. That one just a little low. Would be 3-1. Ashley Lewis, a no-hitter in 6 innings. In game 1, back-to-back no-hitters for her to start the 2025 season. Not too bad. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for McGurk. 2 down here in the top of the first. Nadia Sestari did not play in game 1. Getting the start here at second base in game 2. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 2-0 lead here for SCSU to begin things in game 2. If the Eagles can keep them at bay and keep those 2 runners stranded, would be a big help for them going into the bottom of the first. McGurk. One hit into right field. 1 run will score. Dickinson bobbled that one, and Delutri will come in, and it's 4-0 SCSU. 2 out, 2-run double there for Sestari. Started in the second game against Bloomfield, went 0 for 4. Cassidy Sullivan getting the start here in game 2, up in the batter's box. Playing third base here in game 2. Went 1 for 3 in game 2 against Bloomfield. Swings and misses at that offering. 2-2 low. Dating back to game 1, including this inning, 15 runs scored in the last 3 innings here for SCSU. 6 in the top of the 5th in game 1, 5 in the 6th, and now 4 here in the top of the 1st of game 2. Payoff pitch on its way, fouled away. (3-2). Lifted out to center field. Under it is Oliver. She makes the grab to retire the side. SCSU puts up 4 in the top of the 1st, and they strike first here in game 2. Giselle Delutri, younger sister of Dominique Delutri, in the pitching circle here to start game 2 for the Owls. She's 1-0 in the year, 7 innings of work, 3 hits allowed, 1 start, 1-0. And she gets the start here in game 2 for SCSU. Let's set the field here for the Owls. Out there in left field, we'll take a look at the outfield first. Mercer Carrera, the senior, playing left field. In center, again, same as game 1, Olivia Young. In right field, it is Rachel Miller. Looking at the infield here as there's a swing and a miss on the first offering from Delutri. Cassidy Sullivan playing third. Izzy Ingersoll playing short. At second base, Nadia Sestari. And at first base, it is Nicole Spinelli. Sophia Angiolini behind the dish here in game 2 for SCSU. Played left field in game 1, did Angiolini. 0-2. Brooke Dickinson leading things off. Isabella Oliver led things off in game 1. Dickinson fouls that one away. Brooke Dickinson 0 for 2 in game 1. Again, last year hit 141, 39 games she appeared in. She started in all 39 of those. A little late on that one, fouls it away. 1-2 count. The Eagles were not able to get a hit in game 1, so searching for their first hit of the season here in game 2. The 1-2 once again upstairs. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Giselle Delutri, again a freshman from North Belmar, New York, and gets the strikeout right there to start things off here in game 2. Again, her sister Dominique, also a member of the Southern Connecticut State University softball team. All-county selection in high school, all-county honorable mention, all-conference selection. Played high school softball at Wellington C. Mepham. So Caitlin Lipsky batting in the number 2 spot here as well in game 2. Was 0 for 2 in game 1. Lifts that out to left center field or to center field, and Young tracks it down and makes the grab for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. Naya Sapia 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in game 1. Playing that hot corner for the Eagles here on opening day. Delutri delivers her first pitch to Sapia. She fouls it towards the backstop. The 0-1 upstairs. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. That off-speed pitch got away from Delutri right there. Two. Payoff pitch on its way. Fouled away. So Sapia putting together a really good at-bat here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Eagles chasing 4 runs to start. Once again, the 3-2. What an at-bat drawn there by Sapia. Draws a 2-out walk. Bailey Dickinson 0 for 2 in game 1. First offering rips that into right field, foul. Got jammed on that one, hit over the head there of Sullivan, and coming into third is Sapia. She slides and is safe. All right, Eagles with something brewing here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Runners at the corners now. Alyssa Calabrese 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game 1. Again, hit 180 last year in her freshman year with post, 100 at-bats, 18 hits, scored 13 runs. In a big spot here, swing and miss at the first pitch. Again, runners at the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the first, Eagles down 4. And with that Dickinson hit, the Eagles just got their first hit of the season. The 0-1 outside. Eagles being out hit 17-1 here in the doubleheader thus far. Check swing on the 1-1. Did she go? No. Two one. Big pitch upcoming here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Eagles trail it by 4. 19 pitches for Delutri here in inning number 1. The 2-2 lifted out to right field. Miller overhead. 1 run will score. Dickinson rounding second. Will be held up at third. And it's a stand-up RBI double for Calabrese, and the Eagles on the board here in the doubleheader. Angelica Tompkins up at the plate here for the Eagles. 2 runners out there for her. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Tompkins 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game 1. So Dickinson on third. Calabrese is on second. Eagles trail at 4-1. Bottom of the first. 2 outs. 0-1 count on its way from Delutri upstairs. One a little low. Three one, paints the outside corner. Tompkins, a freshman from Connecticut, played her high school softball at St. Bernard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners out there for Tompkins, and the payoff pitch on its way, rolled over. Ingersoll fires across the diamond in time. Eagles get 1 across in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. Owls 4, Eagles 1. Top of the second, 5 runs in that first inning. 4 for the Owls, 1 for the Eagles. 8, 9, and then top. Or just 9 and then top due up here for SCSU. Giselle Delutri not hitting. So Marissa Carrera. Pinch ran in game 1. Was 0 for 2 in game 2 against Bloomfield. Swing and miss there. McGurk now to 32 pitches, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Three, 1 up and out. Leadoff walk for Carrera here in the top of the second. That one ripped right back up the middle. And Ingersoll now 2 for 2 here in game 2. Olivia Young squares, pulls it back as that first offering is up high. Lays down a beauty. Textbook, runners advance to second and third. 1 down here in the top of the second. Nicole Spinelli, 1 for 1 with an RBI here in game 2. Hit right back up the middle. 1 run scores. Second one, Ingersoll rounding third. It is a 1 out, 2 run single for Spinelli. And she's got 3 RBIs now here in game 2. Rachel Miller takes that a little inside. Miller singled to left in her first at-bat. Two 2-0. Lowing it outside. Three-0. Down the hatch. 3-1 low and in. So Dominique Delutri trying to help her sister out here in the box. Walked in her first at-bat. Again, had a monster game one with 4 runs batted in. Get a meeting in the circle here. Runners at second and first. Miller on first, Spinelli on second. And a swing and a miss there from Delutri on pitch number 1. Oh, 1. Two, 1. A little low. Bases loaded off of the 1-out walk. So back-to-back walks for Delutri, and now Angelini will step up in a big spot here for SCSU with an opportunity to really blow this one open early in game 2. Already up 6-1. Bases loaded. 1 out, top of the second. 6 hits here for the Owls, 2 for the Eagles. Angelini struck out in her first at-bat here in game 2. Again, went 2 for 3 in game 1. Freshman from Watertown, Connecticut. Rolls over on that one, fouls it off her shin. Also played volleyball in high school, as well as softball. Takes that one low and out. Off of the 0-2, so 1-2, 1 out. Infield in here. 2-2. Dickinson couldn't field it. 1 run scores. The other one holds up. So an RBI there for Angelini and stays bases loaded, 1 out. Now it's 7-1 Owls. Seth Starry. Second at bat, 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Seth Starry single to right field, scoring Miller and Delutri. Slices that one up in the infield. Under it is Lipsky for out number 2. Cassidy Sullivan getting the start here at third base. Flied out to center field in her first at-bat. So bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-1. With SCSU up 7-1 here. That one's upstairs. One. One, two. That was laced into left center field. It's going to drop. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. And Angelini held up at third. It is a 2-out, 2-run double for Sullivan, and it's 9-1 SCSU. Carrera walked in her first at-bat. So 5 runs now here in the second, 4 in the first. So in the last 4 innings, including this one for SCSU, they scored 20 runs. 5th inning in Game 1, 6th inning in Game 1, 1st inning here in Game 2, and 2nd inning in Game 2. Those 4 innings, they've combined for 20 runs. The 1-1 upstairs. 2-2 low. "21 hits thus far on the day for SCSU. 13 in game 1, now 8 here in game 2. That one lifted up. And Hines runs out of room behind the Owls dugout. Three, 2 low, ball 4. So top of the order, Ingersoll 2 for 2 here in game 2. And she's the leadoff batter, already her third at-bat in game 2. It's still the top of the second. Takes the first offering low. Ingersoll, a freshman, again from Norwalk, Connecticut. 4-time all-conference selection in the SCAC. All-state selection. Helped Notre Dame Fairfield win 2 conference championships. Was a team captain for 3 years. Also played volleyball, 4-time all-academic selection in softball and volleyball. Takes that one low, gets around Hines, and coming in to score, it's Angiolini. 10-1, SCSU. So runner at second and third. That one down Broadway for a strike. Three, 1. Cranked into left field foul. Payoff pitch. On its way from McGurk. Fouled away behind the Owls dugout. Ingersoll 4 for 5 on the day. Lifts that out to left field. Calabrese under it. Makes the grab. 6 runs in the top of the second for the Owls, and they have a 10-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the second here at Lemoy. All right, 10-1 SESU lead to begin game 2, bottom of the second. Hannah Sorrells will lead things off here. Seven, 8, 9 here in the bottom of the second for the Eagles. Sorrell is a freshman. Played field hockey and softball in high school. Golfs that one out of play, foul. So Sorrells draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. Brianna Hines playing catcher here today for the Eagles. Did not have an at-bat in game 1. Last year batted .132, appeared in 24 games, started in 13 of them, 38 at-bats, 5 hits. Had 1 RBI on the year. Takes the first pitch, hits it right to the right side. There's 1, and there's 2. It's a double play. Nadia Sestori, a beautiful snag there at second, goes to second, and they go to 1. 2 down here in the bottom of the second.
I was just standing there. I said, I don't care if it goes in. I'm not getting chipped.
Isabella Oliver 0 for 2 in game 1 with 2 strikeouts. Check swing on that one. Did not go around. Ball was high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Bottom of the second. 8-2 in hits here. SCSU. 10-1 lead here in game 2 after winning game 1 12-0. Takes that one outside and in. Outside corner painted there by Delutri. It's at 39 pitches now. 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 1 earned run, 2 hits allowed. 2-2. Check swing there on the 2-2. Foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 innings in the books, 9-run lead for the Owls. All right, top of the third, 21 runs in the last 4 innings dating back to Game 1 here for the Owls. 6 runs in the second inning here of Game 2, 4 runs in the first inning of Game 1, 5 runs in the 6th inning of 6 runs in the second inning of Game 2, 4 runs in the first inning of Game 2, and then in Game 1, 5 runs in the 6th and 6 runs in the 5th. 21 runs combined in those 4 innings, and top of the third, 10-1 lead for SCSU with Olivia Young to lead things off here in the top of the third. Eight-two in hits here, SCSU. In Game 1, it was 13-0. Owls. McGurk back on the mound. 77 pitches, 8 hits, 10 earned runs, 5 walks, 1 strikeout. That one is lifted deep to left field, trailing back to the wall. Forget about it. Home run there for Olivia Young. A solo shot, her first home run of the season, 11-1 Owls. So Nicole Spinelli, 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs here in Game 2, and look like we might be getting a pitching change perhaps here. Yep, so that'll be all for McGurk. 81 pitches, 9 hits, 11 earned runs, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. Called to the bullpen. We'll step aside. All right, Devin Barnett in relief had the best ERA last year as a freshman for the Eagles. Pitched 81.1 innings last year, 2-12 record, 5.77 ERA, 18 appearances, 16 starts, and she'll make her first appearance here in her sophomore year. Again, was fantastic, arguably the best pitcher on the team last year with the best ERA and a ton of innings of production. And she'll come in here with the Eagles down 11-1, top of the third, no outs. Olivia Young just hit a solo shot, her first home run of the season to left field. So Spinelli into the box here, 2 for 2, 3 RBIs in game 2. Didn't have a run batted in game 1, but certainly making up for it as she had 5 against Bloomfield in the doubleheader. On Tuesday, takes the first pitch outside from Barnett. Her first pitch of the season in her sophomore campaign is a ball. Again, was a go-to arm last year for the Eagles in 2024. 1-0. Hit Spinelli. Might have slipped on that one. So Miller, 1 for 1 with a walk here in game 2, steps up into the plate. Miller takes that one for a strike, a graduate student from Waterford, Connecticut. Last year as a senior, batted a career best 303. 40 hits and 132 at-bats. That one hits a Sapia. She throws it across the diamond for the first out here in the top of the third. So Delutri with 2 walks here in game 2 steps up. Spinelli was able to advance to second off of the ground out there to third by Miller. Barnett deals. Spinelli steals. And is safe at third. Gets away from Hines. Spinelli stays at bay there at third. Hit to the right side. Tompkins on it. Flips it. Nice play. Run scores. 12-1 SCSU, but a beautiful play there by the freshman Tompkins. 2 down here in the top of the third. Angiolini steps up. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI here in game 2. A freshman from Watertown, Connecticut. Played her high school softball at Watertown High School. Lifts that one in the infield under it, and making the grab is Lipsky to retire the side. Owls get 2 across in that third inning, headlined by a Olivia Young home run. 12-1 lead for SCSU as we head to the bottom of the third. All right, bottom of the third. Top of the order here for the Eagles. Brooke Dickinson will dig in. Eagles trail it by 11 runs, 12-1. SCSU after winning 12-0 in game 1. That's ripped right field. It's going to fall. Rounding first, Brookinson heads to second. She says, I'm going for third, and she's going to slide and is safe. It's a lead-off Brooke Dickinson triple here to begin things in the bottom of the third. So Caitlin Lipsky 0 for 1 here in game 2 with Dickinson a few feet away. Swings at the first pitch and misses. Lipsky 0 for 3 on the day in the batter's box. Again, started game 1 in the pitching circle, playing shortstop here in game 2. Nice block there by Angelini. Rips at that one, fouled. One, two. Two outside and low, so 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Dickinson on third. Even if you don't end up winning this game, you'd love to build some momentum here on opening day with the bats. Was not able to in game 1, didn't score a run, did not record a hit, and there's a walk as Lipsky will sprint down to first. Runners at the corners, no outs. Sapia walked in her first at-bat here in game 2. Delutri in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the third. Gets Sapia to swing and miss on the nice fastball. 1-1 is a strike. One, two, laced into left field. Second run of the game for the Eagles. There's an RBI single for Sapia, and it's 12-2. So 4 hits now for Post here in game 2, and Bailey Dickinson will step right up 1 for 1. Had that bloop single in their first at-bat here in game 2. No outs. Eagles with a little momentum here in the third. Dickinson swings and misses at the first. Runners at second and first. Lipsky on second. Sapia on first. Dickinson at the plate. No outs. Bottom of the third. 10-run SCSU lead. Dickinson swings at that one, hits it right up the middle. Rounding third, Lipsky, she's going to score. Sapia will head for third, and she's out by a mile. But it's an RBI single for Dickinson, and it's a 12-3 SCSU lead. So 5 hits now for Post here in game 2. Definitely doing a better job with the bats in game 2 than in game 1. Did not record a hit in game 1. They've got 5 here in game 2. And it's still only the bottom of the third. So Calabrese with the first run batted in that first inning for the Eagles. Calabrese doubled to right field. Sapia was the one who scored. I think we'll be getting a pinch runner here for Dickinson. Tompkins is on deck, who's 0 for 1 here in game 2. Delutri fires the 1-0 and a swing and a whiff there by Calabrese. 1-1. One is ripped foul. One, two. Little high and in, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, still 1 out. Runner on first for the Eagles. They've gone 2 across here in the bottom of the third. 1 across in the bottom of the first. Two. Low and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch is low and in, ball 4. Bizcheglia was the one who pinch ran, so she's at second. We'll get a circle visit here. So runners at second and first, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. Two zero. Two one upstairs. Sorrells with a walk here in game 2 on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, runners at second and first. 1 out. The pitch is fouled away. That one is chipped into right field. Caught. Miller with an excellent grab. So we're going to miss on the first offering there. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. 0-1 count here. Runners at second and first. Eagles have put up 2 runs here in the 3rd, looking for some more. The 0-1, swing and a miss once again. Delutri now up to 66 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 3 earned runs, 5 hits allowed. And the 0-2. Just a little bit outside. One, two. Miller under it. Caught it. Back-to-back catches by Miller. Retires the side. Eagles get 2 across in the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the 4th. It's 12-3. Owls. All right, top of the fourth. Devin Barnett back out there. 9 pitches in relief. 0 hits, 0 walks, 0 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Seth Starry will lead things off. She's got 2 RBIs, 1 for 2 here in Game 2. Again, did not play in Game 1. One 0 rolled over. Sapia, tough play, and speed kills there. Sestari swiftly down that first base line. Has got an infield single.
Kristen's like, yeah. Long time no see.
'Sutherland doubled to left center, scoring 2 in her previous at-bat. Again, did not play in Game 1, getting the start here at third in Game 2. Hit right back up the middle. Sestari will pull into second, Sullivan to first, and back-to-back singles here to begin things in the fourth for the Owls. Carrera, 2 walks here, squares.
I've just been hoping him telling me the stats to type it.
11-5 in hits here, Owls in Game 2. The square by Carrera lays down a beauty. Tough play made at first, not in time. Bases loaded, no outs. Top of the order, Ingersoll 2 for 3 here in Game 2. She's having herself a day. Was 2 for 3 in Game 1. So 7th at-bat of the day. That's lifted out to center field. Sestari will tag. She will easily score. 13-3. Owls off of the sac fly. So Ingersoll with her first RBI of the day off of the sac fly. Olivia Young, who homered to left field in her previous at-bat, digs in. That one is laced right back up the middle. 1 run will score. Going to second with it. That's going to go out to the outfield, and another run will score. Carrera is all safe at home. SCSU just pouring in runs ever since the start of the 5th inning in Game 1. Spinelli, 2 for 2 here in Game 2. Goes right back up the middle. And she beats it out at first, and another run will score here for SCSU. As that is Young sailing home. So 16-3, Owls. One down here in the top of the 4th. Beautiful rip there by Miller. Now 2 for 3 on the day. 14 hits now, or excuse me, 15 hits for SCSU.
I think it's a pinch hitter. Don't worry about it. Like, if there's a pinch hitter like this minute, don't worry about it because it's you have to unstar it. And yeah. If anything, like, because sometimes they do re-entries. Like, if you notice on there that they're in the field, then we can change it. But like for this, don't. It's too much of an ass. They're trying to figure out right away. It's not like you know.
Calliope's Stephanitis will dig in here for SCSU. Pitch hitting with 1 down in the top of the 1st. That will get by Hines. Spinelli will take 3rd. Miller will take 2nd. 2 runners in scoring position with a 16-3 SCSU lead. Check swing, chipped into right field. It'll fall. And Spinelli is going to come home. Stephanitis with an RBI single. 17-3, Owls. So we'll get runners at the corners and a circle visit. Cranked down the left field line fair. 1 run will come home. That is Miller. Angiolini with a nice RBI single down the left field line as Stephanitis strolls into 2nd. Angiolini at 1st. And an 18-3 Owls lead. Ball goes over Hines. Runners will steal. 2 runners in scoring position. So 17-5 in hits here. 30 hits now for the Owls on the day. As that one's low. That is smoked way foul. Six runs here in the fourth inning for SCSU. They had 6 in the second inning, 4 in the first, 2 in the third. And then 11 combined in innings 5 and 6 in game 1. That's a nice hit to right field by Sestari. Another run will score. 19 runs here for SCSU in game 2. .31 hits now on the day for the Owls. Most runs that they have put up in a single inning here in this fourth inning on the day. Rolled over. Lipsky fields, tosses over the head there of Bizcheglia. So 23 lead for the Owls. 8 runs here in the top of the fourth. 18 hits here in game 2. Barnett upstairs there to Carrera, who has got 2 walks in this one, 1 for 1. Lifted up to shallow right. And Tompkins secures it for out number 2. Back to the top of the order here, Ingersoll. Takes up first pitch for a strike. Laced into right. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Ingersoll will stroll into second with no problem. 22-3 now, Owls. And 10 runs put up here in the top of the fourth. Olivia Young with a homer here in this one, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Ingersoll is out there at second for 19 hits now in game 2 for SCSU, as that one is rolled foul down the left field line. 19 hits here in game 2, 13 in game 1.
Except for one girl. Sorry, 2 girls. But only one girl doesn't have a hit. Which was
Golfed up, tailing back towards the fence, coming under it, and not able to make the grab there. Isabella Oliver, the freshman, could not secure it. So 23-3, Owls lead. As we'll get a circle visit here. I think that's it for Devin Barnett. So we'll get a call to the bullpen. We'll step aside. All right, Alyssa Hughes back out onto the mound here for the Eagles in relief. 1.1 innings of work in game 1, 5 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 2 walks. Nicole Spinelli's had a monster game 2, 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That's the third out of the top of the 4th. Don't know what the umpire just made there, but we head to the bottom of the 4th with the Owls up by 20. All right, bottom of the fourth, Eagles trail at 23-3. Being out hit here 25. Largest margin of a loss here. They lost 20-0 in a game in March of 2005. And this is the most runs that they've given up in a single game. I think the umpires with the coaches just getting everything sorted out, the substitutions. So Olivia Young out onto the mound here for the Owls. First innings that she has pitched on the season. That one's laced into right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Leadoff hit there by Brooke Dickinson. So Leah Marrero up at the plate here, pinch hitting. Yeah, it was actually not Brooke Dickinson. That was Brianna Hines with the right field single. First collegiate at-bat for Marrero is a walk, a freshman from Meriden, Connecticut. So two leadoff base runners here for the Eagles to begin things in the bottom of the fourth. Dribble to the right side, going to two with it. They go to one. Out at second, not out at first. So one down here in the bottom of the fourth with the runners at the corners. Caitlin Lipsky 0 for 1 here in game 2. Fouls that to the backstop. 0 for 1 with a walk. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Young delivers. Swing and a miss. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And the 23-3 deficit right now. The bright side here, for the Eagles is they didn't have any hits in game 1, but they have 6 here in game 2. So definitely the bats woke up a little bit here in game 2 of the opening day doubleheader. Sapia digging in. Eagles' next games will be on Tuesday, where they will host SNHU in a doubleheader, Tuesday 1 and 3. Southern Connecticut will host Bridgeport on Thursday at 2 and 4 in a doubleheader. Three-two low and in. So Bizcheglia will dig in. First at bat here in game 2. So bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Calls that one into left center field. Going to fall for a base hit. 1 run scores. 2nd run coming home. And it's a stand-up 2-run double for Bizcheglia. To get the Eagles their 7th hit of the game, their 4th and 5th runs. So Calabrese will dig in. 1 for 1 with a walk here in game 2 and an RBI. 2 out there for her. Takes that one right down Broadway for strike 1. The 0-1. Little low. Young this inning with 2 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 18 pitches thrown. Two. Payoff pitch. Right back up the middle. 1 run will score. Sapia comes home. Pizzeglia will hold up at third. And Calabrese with her second RBI of game 2. So Tompkins, who is 0 for 2 here in game 2 with runners at the corners and 2 down.
Couldn't figure out what that was for a minute. I didn't realize it was your gloves. Yeah, especially when you're not expecting it.
Rolled over foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three one, low and in. Bases loaded with Sorrells coming up to the plate. 2 down. Sorrells swings at the first, 0 for 1 on the day with 1 walk here in game 2. Rolls over on that one, goes right through the legs there, and springs out into left field. Sullivan cannot field it cleanly. 4th run scored here in the 4th inning for the Eagles. 23-7 now, SCSU. So Hines is 1 for 2 in game 2, digs in. Previous at-bat had a single to right field, takes that one right down Broadway for strike 1. Calls that one into right field. Martin is under it. Or excuse me, Miller is under it and makes a grab. So that will retire the side, and
They both had 2. I mean, they should last.
All right, so top of the 5th, the Eagles trail at 23-7. Just put up 4 in the bottom of the 4th. Spinelli will dig in, who's 3 for 3. Or excuse me, no, she will not be digging in. So Ashley Lewis, the pitcher in Game 1, who threw a no-hitter, will step in here for an at-bat, pinch hitting here in Game 2. Takes the first one for a strike. Alyssa Hughes back out onto the mound in relief for both games. It's a one right to Tompkins, and she makes a grab for out number 1. So Rachel Miller, 2 for 3 here in Game 2 with a walk. First one is upstairs. And then golfs that one deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's not fair. Lists the second one foul as well. So 1 and 2 to Miller. Golfs that one up in the air. Tompkins under it. Makes another grab here in the top of the 5th. So Stephanitis, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI, takes that one inside for a ball. Lifts that one up to left field. Calabrese trailing back. Tailing foul, and she makes a grab. A 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles need some runs, or it's going to be a mercy rule. All right, bottom of the 5th. Eagles need 9 runs, or else it is going to be a mercy rule here in 5 innings in Game 2. Got mercied in Game 1, 12-0 in 6 innings. It'll be Marrero to dig in here. Walked in her first at-bat. Dribbles that one. And she nearly beats it out. Good hustle there down the line. Eagles down to their final 2 outs now here in game 2. Again, March 11th on Tuesday. Eagles will have a doubleheader here at Lemoy Field against SNHU. Make sure to tune in here on the CACC network for that one. 3rd and 4th games of the season for the Eagles. Brooke Dickinson clips that one, and under it to make the grabs, Starry. Eagles down to their final out. Again, bright side here in game 2 than game 1 was putting up runs and generating hits. They had 0 hits and 0 runs in game 1, 8 hits and 7 runs here in game 2. So Lipsky, who was starting in the circle in game 1, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout here in game 2 in the batter's box. Duo. Hit out towards Miller, and it goes overhead to the fence. She's digging for a second. She's going to round second, go to third. It's going to be a sliding triple for Lipsky. A 2-out triple here in the bottom of the 5th keeps things going here for the Eagles. Sapia 1 for 1 here in game 2 with 2 walks. Digs in. He's got an RBI in this one as well. So 9 hits now for Post in game 2. Takes that one right down the middle. Starting to get dark here as well at Lemoy Field. The 0-1 rolled over. Ingersoll Fields throws, and that will do it. Eagles dropped to 0-2 here on opening day. Got Mercy in game 1, 12-0 in 6 innings. Mercy 23-7 here in 5 innings in game 2. They fall to 0-2. SCSU improves to 4-0. Next broadcast for the Eagles, they will be playing home against SNHU. For our fantastic athletic communications staff here at Post, Griffin Cass signing off from Waterbury.